Hi there again, it's Lisa with our Georgia Suburban Homestead, and I'm going to be doing more cooking. Today, big cooking day, as most of the winter days or late fall days are here, enjoying our harvests. Today I'm going to show you two things in one video. One is how to ferment garlic in honey for health benefits, and the other is how to ferment it in honey with jalapenos, which is wonderful for cooking, especially if you like a little bit of spice and attitude in your cooking. I probably won't do it on camera, but I'm going to make more of the fermented honey cranberries, but I'm going to put jalapeno in the next jar for culinary reasons. It's really kind of nice too. So we're big on foods that heal you here, and also on strong flavors. We were able to harvest the last of our jalapenos this morning. The bush gave us a red one, a green one, little green one. So one of these is going into honey, or maybe I'll do half of the red and half of the green each in honey, and then in the, with the garlic and then with the cranberries. Why ferment garlic and honey other than it's delicious with cooking? It's actually pretty healthy for you, and it has several properties to it. One is major one is it boosts your immune system. So if as you're heading into flu and cold season, after you've gone out in the public, come home, eat a clove of garlic. It'll the fermented garlic with the honey, and it will kill the bad germs, the bad bacteria, and promote the good bacteria that help you fight colds and flus. It also has really high antioxidants in it. It helps you detox. It prevents illness. It really does. And probably important to those of us my age and older, it helps protect you against Alzheimer's and dementia. So it stimulates your brain. What else does it do? It lowers your blood pressure. It promotes good cholesterol. And it helps with respiratory problems, which I tend to have, and you've probably heard me struggling to breathe and talk in some of my videos. So let's see, how do we do it? And I'm going to zero in on my hands to show you how to do it. It's not very complicated at all. I did sit up while I watched TV the other night and peeled garlic. So you're going to want enough garlic to stuff whatever jar it is that you're going to use for the fermentation process. Okay? Stay tuned. So, what do we need to do this? We're going to need a clean jar, and you're going to want to make sure it's dry, because you don't want any water getting in your honey. So let's give that a good wipe down. It's pretty dry. You're going to need fermenting nipples, and these have a little hole in the end of it that allows the bubbles that will come up during the fermenting process with the gas to be expelled. So woohoo, there goes that one. And you'll need a band that fits your jar. You'll need a nice knife, and you need your peeled garlic. Some of these cloves are really huge, so I'm going to cut them in half. And you simply fill your jar. That's a good size one. I am using Spanish garlic, which is slightly spicier. It's a hardneck garlic. I like garlic with robust flavors. So I'm going to stop about there. Okay. So we're going to use clover honey for this today. Let's see, I'll do this so you can see. Clover honey, try not to spill it all over your counter like I just did. Because honey is a terrible thing to waste. I'll let that settle. You're going to want to lift it, move it around just a little bit so that honey is getting through the garlic. And as you see, that settled. Oops, add more honey until it comes up to this ridge on the jar. We want to give it just a little bit of headspace. Almost there. All right. So yeah, the garlic is covered. You don't want anything above the honey line to promote molding. Okay. Then what we're going to do is use a weight. Now, if you go to Amazon, you can order these nipples in a kit with the weights. And what the weight does is it's going to hold whatever you're fermenting below the liquid line. So you want to stop with the garlic about 2/3 up the jar and then top it off with honey. And if you go to Amazon, you'll find these fermenting weights. You put that on top and it holds what you're fermenting down. Then you're going to wipe any honey off the lid or off the edges that may have gotten there when you're dumb like I was and filled it too high. Put your fermenting lid on. And then loosely put your band. So that's just finger firm. Again, when you're working with honey, you're going to get sticky. So I'm going to take this over to the sink and wash it real quick to get rid of the stick on the outside. So if you can see this, I've got airspace from here up to the top of the jar. And it'll bubble here. Some people will tell you to stop a little further down to allow more fermentation to go on, but this is fine. It will be spitting more. When you fill it as high as I have, it will be losing some sticky bubbles out the top. So in about 4 to 6 weeks, this will be ready. And you can see, now that I've got it up on my face, how much airspace you have here. Now you can stop at this height, alright? But you want to give it room to bubble and ferment. So 4 to 6 weeks from today, and it should be done. If you're doing a large jar and you're only doing like half, you'll notice that the garlic might change color, might turn blue, but it'll sink to the bottom of the jar, and the honey, instead of being thick, is going to be kind of thin. So this is our medicine for a while. I'll probably do a couple of these jars. And then I just set them on the counter. Some people tell you to put them in a dark place. I haven't noticed much of a difference in fermentation from putting it in a dark place to putting it in my kitchen where it's got semi-light, indirect light. So now let's do the culinary, the one that's a treat, I think. Okay? Same process. It's not complicated. I am going to de-seed my jalapeno. Okay, so I ran out of fermentation weight, so I'm going to have to go order some more from Amazon. But you notice the garlic has a little bit of room to float and whatever. So that'll only take 2 days to get to me. I'm not worried about any mold developing in 2 days. So when they come in, I'll just simply put them, put one on top between the garlic and the nipple, and it'll hold it down below the surface. But you see the jalapenos in there? That'll give it a nice flavor. I might try another one here with ahi cherapito or maybe even some scotch bonnets for some more flavor, because I have plenty of garlic and plenty of honey. I probably have 15, 16 gallons of honey. We put it in gallon bottles, as you saw. We put it in 5-gallon pickle buckets, and we bottle it up as we sell it or use it. Anyway, so thank you for keeping me company today. Doesn't that look good? And hopefully you like what you're seeing. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget that black bell will give you all the notifications for when we have our any of our videos, which include gardening and cooking and crafts, and I'm even doing live broadcasts every 2 weeks now where I have giveaways. So I'll be giving away a lot of seed, and hopefully you'll be able to make it. They're on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'm looking forward to this a month from now. Just in time for holiday cooking, right? Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to do a couple more bottles. This is too good to waste. Till next time, see ya.